Hi everybody, I'm Landrus. I'm here in Rutgers University. I grew up in Reno, Nevada. They have so many shows in Reno, Vegas, Tahoe, that whole area. That's kind of how I grew up. The first gigs I was doing, I was sitting in with my teacher, Frank Perry. I started subbing for him on gigs when I was 14, and I learned a lot and started working on standards then. I went to the University of Nevada, Reno, got my bachelor's there. I went to the New England Conservatory where I did 2 masters. I did one in jazz composition and one in jazz performance. I've recorded 8 albums as a leader, and I'm doing another one early in 2017, which is going to be the biggest project I've done. It's going to be a 25-piece orchestra. I'm really honored to be an artist for Conn-Selmer. I have been playing Selmer instruments pretty much my whole life. The first great saxophone I got was a Selmer Super Balanced from 1951. I still have it, it's outstanding. The newest thing I've got was this thing, which is a Selmer 65 bass clarinet. It's an incredible instrument. It's the low E flat version of the Privilege. I also have a 67, which is the low C. But for me personally, I prefer the low E flat. It roars. And also for touring, I gotta say it's a lot easier because the case is small, and I'm always carrying at least 2 to 4 or 5 instruments on the road. I've played pretty much every instrument that I could find, and Selmers have always blown them away. To work, all my teachers told me that you would have to be able to play flutes, clarinets, and saxophones, and most likely if you want to play shows, real shows, then you're going to have to learn oboe and bassoon, so I did all that. And that really has opened doors for me. My advice to everyone now for students is you have to get your doubles together really early on and practice them every day, because if you do want to play on Broadway, if you do want to play a lot of shows, you have to have amazing chops on all those instruments, and you have to be really great on them. You can't be mediocre. You have to be flawless. Intonation has to be perfect. And really, everyone who's serious about playing woodwind instruments, you guys should play as many instruments as you can and check out the possibilities for the instruments and your voice. I learned these instruments such as bass clarinet, where that was really that's my voice, and you don't really know what your voice is going to be until you explore that. Developing my own voice is a constant practice, and it's something that I think is the most important for all of us as artists. Your own voice is the most important thing you have. Everyone can play. Everyone has technical chops. I mean, everyone can play fast, everyone can play loud, everyone can play high now. I mean, it's just, that's not anything new. What is new is having your own unique sound. And I think that's what I would recommend to everyone the most. Practice your long tones, practice exercises that are pushing you out of your comfort zone always. It's practice the things that are the hardest for you, because that's your body telling you that's what you need to practice. Even though you may not want to, that's what you have to do. And I would say just listen to as much music as you possibly can. Because of the internet and because of everything, the speed of, the accessibility, I should say, of music, we don't sit around like we used to when I was a kid, when we'd listen to an album 15, 20 times, and we'd have an album on repeat. We'd have a CD on repeat, or we'd have an LP. We would listen to it to where it wore out. I remember tapes that actually wore out that I listened to that would break in the tape machine, and it was kind of exciting because I know I listened to it so much it broke. You can't listen to music on YouTube and think that you just listen properly. Focus on the music and study it. That's what you have to do. That's what we have to do. Thank you guys for watching. And thank you to Conn-Selmer for making the best instruments in the world and for supporting me for this whole journey. So thank you very much.